I'm a creature from the vlog, and creatures from the vlog don't go to school when there's crazy ice storms. Frankie said that today we should talk about our school experiences, and also that I should try to edit this video. Another thing I wanted to talk about before I start talking about my classes was how I didn't go to school yesterday. I woke up and found out that the Northeast Quarter, which is the train line that I used to get into the city, wasn't running. So Monday was my first day back at John Day this semester, and I started it with social conflicts. I'm really excited about the class. It seems really interesting. Though on Monday we didn't really do much, and the professor managed to make me feel like a total child. We had to put our chairs in a circle, and then at first she was just going to have us introduce ourselves, but then we needed to introduce the person next to us. So I had this awkward conversation with Tim from Hoboken, and we had to introduce each other and ask a bunch of stupid questions like, what are we going to do with our futures, and do we have any siblings, and where are we from, and why did we take this class, and what do we expect from it? So that took the entire class, and she also informed us that every single day we would have to go to class sitting in a circle. And that can be fun, but it was clearly obvious that nobody was interested in doing that. In that class, by the way, I am one of 4 boys, maybe 5. I don't remember if there was 5. I think there was a guy that wasn't there, and and since I wasn't there on Wednesday, I really don't know for sure. So you're going to see that with this semester and with my life, the story of my life is that I'm one of few boys in a large concentration of females, and that theme is just being furthered through school this semester. So the class that I have right after social conflict is social problems, and this professor seems kind of intense. He was sending me emails like 2 weeks before class even started about what he expects from us and what the textbook is and what we need from the textbook, and he has this policy that if you want to get an A, you have to do this extra work in every single chapter that we cover and hand it in a week after we cover that chapter, and that doesn't count towards extra credit or anything. So let's say that I get a C on an exam, but I was trying to get an A by doing these assignments. All of the assignments that I have done will not help my grade at all, and since there's only 2 exams in a paper, chances are I'll get a B or a C. But apparently even if you get A's on every exam and the paper, he will not give you an A unless you do these ridiculous assignments and do all of them. Drug use and abuse is a sociology class for me, but it could have also counted as an anthropology credit or a psychology credit, but I just figured it would be fun to do it as a sociology class, so that way I had all sociology classes on Mondays and Wednesdays, and all psychology classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's kind of a silly reason to make it that, but also I just figured it would be nice, since I'm starting a sociology minor, that even though that doesn't count towards the sociology minor, to just have another sociology credit. So as well as being late, my professor was also totally unprepared. She didn't have any of the syllabi, and she had no plans for what to do with the class. So instead of us just letting us out early after talking about the subject of drug use and abuse for a little bit, she talked about that subject, then had each person tell us what their major was, and a bunch of other bullshit about them, as well as a life-changing experience that altered our minds, and some other bullshit question that was really deep and that people took way too fucking much time talking about, and is psychology and the law. It seems really interesting. It's going to be taught by 2 different professors. One half of the semester, one professor is going to teach, and she's going to talk more about research, and then the other half, the professor is going to mostly talk about clinical stuff. And today, she did a whole lecture about forensic psychology and some of the things that people think about it and some of the things that are actually true about it. And a lot of it I had already picked up, but A lot of people in my class had not. This is a 300 level course, forensic psychology, and people didn't know what they had gotten themselves into with their forensic psych major. My friend that I was even sitting next to said, oh man, now I have to think about changing majors. The last class that I have for Tuesdays and Thursdays is experimental psych. So it's not really that interesting. Not really much has happened in the 2 days that I've had it. I am one of 3 boys in that class, so that's even less than the other class. So the professor's already learned our names because we're the 3 boys in a sea of females. And I really don't have anything else to say about that class. I mean, the professor seems nice. She's really peppy. It looks like she's going to make things interesting. She's been letting us out early, so that's nice. The editing for this video is terrible, but I edited it, and I have to end this video quickly because I've been wasting way too much time blabbering on.